Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up the store in AttractWell. So if you go in your menu down to store and open that up, you're going to start with settings and you can name your store whatever you want. You're going to make sure that your payment processor is connected. Stripe is the only option, so you have to select it here. And then you can set your currency. So mine's set to Canadian because I'm a Canadian. And then you can also turn on sales tax if you want. Now, if you turn on the sales tax here, you're going to have to go into Stripe and complete a few steps over there to make sure it's all set up correctly. So you just click this button, go into Stripe and figure that out. I had to go through and add my GST tax number because I have that set up in Canada. So you have to do something similar. I couldn't speak to what you have to do in the States, but you're going to have to do something similar. So you're going to go through and set that up if you want to collect tax. And then you can go through all of these settings down here. So let's just talk through what these are. So store homepage, you can have a homepage in your store. So this basically means that instead of going straight to products, they're going to see some kind of homepage basically first. So you can go create that in Pages and set that to be your homepage. Or you can say, you know, hey, I just don't need a homepage. I don't need a lot of stuff. I want them to go straight to the product. So let me show you the difference here. If I view my store, it's my store, right? It's right to the products. Now, if I wanted like a banner up here that's like, welcome to my store, and you know, all the awesome things you can learn about it, and then have my collections listed underneath that, you can do that too. I find that when people turn on a store homepage, then they're like, why doesn't my store look great? It's like, because you turn on the homepage. So you can play with it both ways. You can say, yeah, I want you to have a homepage, but I don't need all the products there, maybe just some collections or some products. You can have to go through these settings and play with it. I just prefer to have my products right there. Store footer and header. So if you want it to be the same as your main website, I have it just the same as my website. So that's the menu at the top is the header and the footer is at the bottom, right? But if you want something unique to your store, you can go through and adjust it. So you can choose a new footer, and you can turn off the header if you want. Now, if I had multiple websites that I was setting this up for, so in AttractWell, you can have more than one website. I have 4 in mine. So if I was going to use the store for my secondary website, I guess I could turn off the header. So then the menu up here would not be showing for my primary website. And then I could have the footer for my secondary website. And I guess that would be a way to have the store be for a secondary domain. It's not perfect, but it would probably be a good workaround in that instance. But for me, I use the store for my primary domain, so I want the menu at the top. But you can, again, go through and play with these different features. Order confirmation, so it'll give you a built-in order confirmation page, but you can customize it and send it to your own confirmation page. Store banner is, if you want like a banner across the top, either text or an image, it'll go at the very top in between shop and your products here. Menu link labels, so you can adjust where it says shop, my account, search, cart. So that's these up here. And then page title and sharing, this is for SEO purposes. So I've got mine filled out like this, but you can put whatever you want there. Shipping, if you're going to be shipping physical products, you can set how your shipping is going to work. Either free shipping, flat rate, tiered by price, and what countries under here. Now remember, the store feature in AttractWell works best if you are fulfilling the orders yourself. So either they're digital products and services, or you are fulfilling orders. Like if they're ordering jewelry that I've made, I'm going to receive an order, I'm going to package it, I'm going to go down to the post office and I'm going to ship it myself. It works the best for that because it'll show me the order fulfillment. It'll show me all my pending orders and things like that. If I need a third party to complete my orders for me, I'm going to be using Zapier to connect the third party to AttractWell, and things are going to get more complicated in the store. So just keep that in mind. You can add a chat bot to the store. So if you want a little button at the bottom that's like, have any questions? I can recommend products to you. Then you can use that. And then advanced, this is your link path. So it defaults to yourdomain.com/store. So if you wanted it /shop or /something else, you could change it here. And you can go through and adjust the custom email template when it's sending. It says here, optionally use your branding in the email sent from your store. So just put the tag message body where you want the message body to go inside your template. So you can use like a custom template so that your emails through the store, like order confirmations and things like that, are customized. So you can go through all of these settings, and then you're going to go to products. Okay, so now on products is where you're going to be adding your products. And you just hit add, and it's fairly straightforward. Name your product, price, and product type. Is it physical, digital, service, listing only? A listing only product will not have the option to purchase it. So this works great if your product is going to be sold somewhere else. So if you want your affiliate products to be listed in your store, set it to listing only, name your product. There's no price here because they're not buying it here. Okay. Then you can add your photo, product overview. But what you want to do in the overview section is add a button. So hit the plus, hit insert button, click on the button and hit the pencil. Paste in the link to your affiliate. So it's going to go over to whatever other company for them to shop, and hit shop now here and hit update. So this will show up in your store, excuse me, and there will still be a button that says shop now. But when they click it, it's going to take them to your affiliate to shop. So you can have those in your store without having to process the payment here, which is great. So keep that in mind. Now you're going to go down through all of these options. These are mostly relevant if you're going to have things like, if you need to have more of a product description, if you're going to be setting up sales, you can set the start and end time on a sale. You can go through and set availability, inventory, max quantity, time zone for your sale, all of that in here. And then variants and add-ons is really where you're going to have so colors for a t-shirt. I had a lady, I was helping her set up retreats, and there was different like add-ons that they could have, and it would adjust the price. So is the price going to change with this variant? And after they purchase it, what's going to happen? So you can go through these settings. So this is more complicated stuff, but imagine services. Okay. So if they're going to purchase a service, but you're going to have add-on services they could pay more for, you could do that here. And that would be really handy. No add-ons. So you can go through here again, and add-ons will adjust the price. You can go through all of these different things. Customization. So the buyers may add customization instructions. You're going to set the shipping and all of that. So you want to go through all of those settings. But a really important place that people often miss is after someone places an order. So if you've set this up to be a digital product or call package or something like that, the system doesn't just know that. It doesn't read your mind. It won't just send them your digital file. You actually have to connect it here. Funny how that works. So you can trigger a campaign. The campaign could deliver something to them. If they've purchased a vault, you can grant them access to a vault. If they've purchased a call package, you have to connect it here. And you can also run an automation. Now down here, if they have purchased a digital product, you need to upload it here. So pick from my files, digital order fulfillment instructions. This is going to go on their confirmation email, their purchase confirmation. Just note that they may or may not read it here. So if it's really important, you might want to send it in a campaign separate as well. So for digital files, I would upload the file here. And if they've purchased a call package, a service or something like that, and you grant them access to the call package here, just note that nothing in the system will just go send them the call package link. All this does is give them access to that call package in the system. You still have to create a campaign that says, thank you for purchasing such and such call package. Here's the link to book. Because otherwise they're never going to know, like, where do I book? Where do I go to book my call package? So it is important to set up that campaign for things like that if you need that information sent to them. So just keep that in mind. Otherwise, once you've got all of this done, your product is created, and all your products will show up here under products. Now we also have collections. In collections, you can organize your products into collections. So I've got all my ebooks, for example, listed. So I named my collection. It shows up in the store, and then I've added the products that are visible there. So when I go into my store, you can see on the left menu here, if you go to ebooks and guides, you'll see all of my ebooks here. And somebody can search if they're interested in just searching for that. It helps people search in your store. So that's how you would set that up. And then coupons, you can go in and add a coupon, and you can name your coupon. You can say if it's a fixed amount, free shipping, a percentage, and then where it applies. Is it applying to your whole store, specific collections, or specific products? and you can schedule it to have an expiration date. Okay, so that's basically how coupons work. Coupons, this coupon section here in the menu only works in the store. It does not apply to other parts of the system. It's only for products in the store. And that's the basics of the store feature in AttractWell. Hopefully that was helpful for you. And if you have any questions, please leave comments on my video. Visit me at my website, pamelazon.com, and check out my resources in my store, and pop me a message if you have any questions.